Hey everyone, welcome to this Blue Cat Axiom video in which we're going to talk about Billy Idol and his song Rebel Yell of the album of the same title that really put him in the big time and made him a big star back in the 80s. Billy Idol really bridged the gap between British punk and California hard rock, which was all the rage at that time, especially with the help of Steve Stevens, his guitar player back then, which relied heavily on chorus and delay and huge distortion, basically all the elements that made California glam metal such a specific genre. And of course, we're going to try and get as close to that sound as we can using only the Axiom plugin, which of course includes hundreds of virtual amps and effects in order to get the perfect sound for what you're trying to do. That first sound is the intro, the clean intro sound. Again, really heavy chorus and delay, and it's played with the fingers for a trebly syncopated sound which demands a compressor for it to really stand out. For a very clean sound, I'm going to use the Roland Jazz Chorus, so JC Comp. Drive 2.7, but it's still going to be a very clean sound. It's just to make it a little more reactive. Bass +7, so quite bass heavy. Mid +1, treble +5. And tone 0.51. It actually works like that. So the effects are really going to make a difference here. So first of all, I'm going to add a compressor. So dynamics compressor. Thresholds -45, depending of course on the output level of your pickups. Ratio 250. Attack 3.1, so a very fast attack, and release 300. Makeup gain, we're going to add a little bit since the threshold is quite high. Then I'm going to go into the chorus aspect of things, which I'm adding before the amp. It's up to you, of course, if you like to add it after the amp. I like it to be before the amp. Depth down to 30% for it not to be too seasick inducing. Let's keep the rate as it is and bring the wet down to 38%. And that's going to be a nice classic chorus. And then a multi-tap delay for the ambience. Delay and reverb multi-tap. 3 repeats. Delay is going to be 322, so double the tempo basically. Decay 80% for it to be really natural, and 8%, so not too audible. As you're going to hear, it's still quite present. For that second sound, we're going to tackle the main rhythm distortion, a big post-Marshall sound like hot-rodded Marshall, including chorus and delay to really fill out the space. For that distortion, I'm going to use the Heavy Dude preset, which you're going to find in high gain. So heavy dude. Drive 7, that works. Bass +1. Mid 0, so not really scooped. Treble +4, so really bright. And 0.27 for the tone, which I'm gonna add a chorus to that. As I said, it's an effect that you can hear throughout the whole song, and delay will be 20 milliseconds. That's right. Depth 30%. Rate stays as it is, and bring the dry wet to 5%. So very low, but you can still hear it quite distinctly. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of multi-tap delay, 2 repeats, 322 milliseconds, 70% decay, and mix 20%. So quite present in the mix, really. Lastly, this is Steve Stevens' solo sound, more gain than the rhythm sound and more treble for it to really stand out in the mix. For that last preset, I'm going to use the high gain California G, whatever G stands for here. Drive 9.5, so a lot of gain, as you're going to hear. Bass +1, mid -4, a slight scoop there. Treble -2, and tone 0.25. And the multi-tap delay is going to be even more present than on the rhythm sound, and the multi-tap delay is going to be a little less present than on the rhythm sound, brought down to 10% and keeping those very same settings. Finally, here is the complete song featuring the 3 sounds I've just demonstrated.